Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So again, these are just more notes that came to me that I want to share with you guys. I'm up like messages, the things that I compile that I also help get assistance from the ethers, and from wherever else I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, here we go. All right, so the shape of a breast could be used to help produce nectar. Effective effect depends on what ingredients and variables are involved. All right, so just the shape of the breast itself and how it produces milk for our young, that in itself is very important. And it's like if we're trying to produce liquid and things that are the most optimal for us, why not look to the things that have been given to us by source, creator, life, whatever it may be for you, that actually work well. And the breasts work totally fine, as it is able of sustaining and keeping a baby healthy and alive and strong. So depending on the type of milk and all this and that. So anyways, but just the shape itself and the ingredients put into it and the whole mechanisms of that process could be, integrated into a type of technology, or, I don't know if technology is the right word, but a type of, just distributing system that, is able to incorporate the same type of effects, energetic effects that a breast would, but for anybody to use, in sort of like a drinking type manner. So, all right, anyway, moving on here. So link between processed foods and addictions. I just went into that. A visibility suit. I got this from reading a book about the Odyssey, I believe. You bending light, altering, excuse me, the subatomic particles, adaptable, self-aware camouflage. Look to the chameleon and how their skin changes. So that's just information for myself on how to go about potentially devising an invisibility suit. Value of reading books, and reading them aloud to help with loneliness and for confidence in speech and communication, and also to help you with your vocabulary skills. The more I read, the better I can write, and the more I write, the better I can read, I feel. So it kind of goes hand in hand. So animal skin and skin in regards, and skin in regards, I think has, and skin in general, I think has a high level of electromagnetic connectivity, so better to imbue. So these would be things that are, the higher the electromagnetic conductivity, the better it is able to be imbued with information, and thus, which is, all based on, so spells are all dependent on information, whether it's ingredients in the words that you choose or the actual physical aspects you put into whatever type of spell you're casting. So the information is imperative, and if you were to use animal skin because of its higher vibrational connectivity level, it's just going to be that much easier to imbue it with a particular type of, quote unquote spell or pattern of information, which is all about magic, so it has more magical properties. All right. Moving on here. So shoes with magnet. I got this again from the book Odysseus, the idea, because he had these shoes that helped him fly. So it's like shoes with magnets made out of high electromagnetically conductive materials again. And then you could be used in an area designed to interact with the shoes in a way that allows lift. So any type of just getting into magnets and positive and negative energies, how when those two come together, they repel each other, therefore proposing or creating lift. And is it possible to create shoes in an area that does the similar type of thing? So just ideas I'm sharing with you guys. Look into building with marble, and marble as a element and type of effect and information that it carries. Some mechanical wings, mechanical dragons and such, just sharing with you guys. So armament options on the multi-purpose vehicle. So there's a multi-purpose vehicle that I'm working on. I haven't shared with you guys because it's not done yet, and frankly I feel it's the one invention that I should maybe not share with the public. Just that's what I've been feeling. So, but I am working on armament options for it. So the moon helped the moon helped mirror in defeating Medusa. So can in other elements realities much too can do similar to our. Also, essentially trying to figure out deflective materials that can help us deflect negative energy back to the enemy. All right, so turret/tower and resemblance. Looking into in resemblance, improved and functionality to the human body. The punches of an area with the large possibility expenditure could bring, because our wall, instead of opening, Got to transportation. Oh, so it's talking about how like the idea of using the human body and creating the turrets and the towers, that being a human body. Like there's ideas I have for all long arms, and these long arms, because they're on the perimeter of the wall, that could be used to literally transport goods that we're trading with other potential organizations or villages that we approve of course. And instead of having transportation vehicles come into our protected area, we could just have the arms of these turrets literally just transport the goods over the wall, and that would keep out people from being from having to transport goods in, which just lessens the potentiality of being infiltrated by nefarious means or the enemy. So, all right, moving on. Remember the Trojan horse. So they appear as something when they're really not. So it's important to remember these things. Words on running and running in a military, and how running in general strengthens your higher vibrational connection to the ethers. And so like the more that your signal, the higher your signal is, the better reception you're going to get to things that are around you. So the military, there's a lot of running involved, and it's also to keep you physically fit in training, but it's also does just help you learn things better. But this can be good and bad, because you can also help program you in a bad way if you're around a bunch of bad stuff. And unfortunately, I do think the military does promote, and I can see why they would want to do this for their own, higher potentiality of success, to, kind of keep people from expressing their pains and their emotions, which on a battlefield can be good, but in real life, in civilian life, I think this is where a lot of PTSD comes from. Is men have, especially because most men are in the military, not all, but a lot of men are more in the military than women. But anyways, that mentality shapes a type of perspective that doesn't allow you to want, or doesn't help promote the allowance of you expressing your emotions, because you're supposed to suck that shit up and keep going, soldier. So anyways, but this can be detrimental for healing, and it can also be detrimental to being a parent and a family member, and even a citizen of society. And I think there's a different approach that we can adapt in our military and civilian life that allows for more expression of emotion, but not in accordance with victimhood mentality, but with accordance of just expressing how truly somebody's feeling, and also being aware that yes, it's good to be stout and able to continue on and to suck it up, but that there's a time and place to communicate too, and to allow your soldiers the ability to do so also, because you never know when a soldier, like I said, might have an idea that is better than the current leader's idea, and there's no reason why that idea should not take lead in the way which could save lives. So all right, I love you guys, hope you have a good day. Thanks, and bye.